Hello and welcome back to the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel, where today I'll be giving you a link up from my video last week talking about our new owner, Acun Ilıcalı. So thank you for the amazing support on last week's video. That amazing support has helped me gain a few more information about our new owner and his possible links for Hull City and what that can do for the future of the club. With these amazing links, I have managed to get a bit more information from British people and also Turkish people, so I would like to say hello to all of the new Turkish fans that are joining the channel here. Thank you once again for your amazing support. But some more interesting information about the ownership of Hull City has come out in the past few days, ever since the Everton FA Cup match at the weekend. So let's go over the new ownership changes for Hull City. Okay, so as you can see from this news headline here, Hull City takeover is now in the hands of the EFL as Alam family and Acun Ilıcalı sign off the deal. So with this announcing, I'll just talk a little bit about it because the title is a little bit confusing. So with that news being broken, it means that the Alams no longer have any power or any influence in the club at an ownership level. Everything that the club ownership now rests in the hands of the EFL, just for them to do like the final little notches just to get the deal over to Acun. So we could see this deal getting signed off by the EFL in the next few days. I know I did say this last week, but that was a bit of false news, but this is coming from a few credible sources, such as the EFL, and I don't think they really badmouth themselves, so I think that this is some credible information. So this does mean that the Alams no longer have any influence on the club. It has been a pretty long reign-ish for them as owners of the club. They obviously did get us promoted up to the Premier League 3 times, especially with that first time they got us promoted, the first ever time we was in the Premier League, where we had that glorious 2 seasons, especially that first season. It was amazing. That first season was in the Premier League. So I just want to say thank you. I know many Hull City fans are upset with them at the moment, as I am. But what they've done for the city, especially with like helping out for NHS facilities and that sort of thing, that's been incredible. And also you've got to remember that they have helped us go up to the Premier League 3 separate times, and that's something that no other owner has done in the past for the club. So you just got to thank them for that. I know recent times, ever since pretty much 2014 onwards, it's been a bit of a bad showing with them, but you've got to thank them at least. And also some other news coming out of Hull City that we will get onto now. Okay, so one of Grant McCann's favourite people to put in the starting lineup, despite his lack of goals this season, was Josh Magennis. He didn't play in the Everton game due to an injury that he picked up in the Blackpool New Year's Day game, and he was ready to get played for the Stoke game that we do have on Sunday. But that might not happen, as I'm not 100% sure if this is confirmed, but this is highly rumoured that Josh Magennis has actually signed a 2.5-year loan, not a 2.5-year deal with Wigan Athletic, not a loan deal, just a deal with Wigan Athletic, of course the team that did beat us in the Carabao Cup. So Josh Magennis knows where he's going. But yeah, so Josh Magennis has left Hull City, rumoured, this is highly rumoured, just remember, to go to Wigan Athletic for a 2.5-year deal. So of course, it's like same with the Alams. You've got to thank him, even though his recent form hasn't been good. According to behind-the-scenes sources, this has been stated a lot this season, especially at the start when we weren't getting results, that Josh Magennis was a big personality in the changing room, and also with every player on the pitch. So that's why he kept on getting chosen. He unfortunately didn't get any goals. His performances were shocking at moments. it's like he forgot how to play football for some of the games that I was seeing. But of course he helped us massively get promoted from League One last season into the Championship. So we have got to thank him for that. So it's another thank you for Josh McGuinness. So let's go on to some more news revolving around Acun Ilıcalı. Okay, so just before we got into the news about our soon-to-be new owner Acun Ilıcalı, we do have two new breaking topics that are literally just come out right now as I'm recording this. Is our player of the month and our goal of the month for December. So the goal of the month was for that fantastic Keane Lewis Potter goal away at Nottingham Forest. Of course we did lose that game 2-1, but it was a brilliant goal. So I'll just play that goal for you now if you have forgotten, but you shouldn't have done. So there we go, well done to Keane Lewis Potter for getting a Goal of the Month award through the Uber Eats Hull City partnership. But then on to Player of the Month, and I think this has been well deserved. And I think this man should have really got man of the match in the Everton game, but George Honeyman just doesn't stop running. So, Player of the Month for Hull City in December was in fact Sean McLaughlin. So well done to him for getting a Player of the Month award through this Uber Eats Hull City partnership, as I have explained. But now let's move on to some news about Acun Ilıcalı. Not really news, but more information. So this fantastic man just reached out to me on Instagram a couple of days ago after seeing the video I made last week, just giving me a bit more information about Acun, of course, because I'm not that familiar with the man, but I am now. So this person on Instagram, he did send me a bit of information about our soon-to-be new owner, so I'll just read that out for you. His empire actually grew during the COVID-19 pandemic because he did a lot of reality shows such as Survivor, Exaltation and Love Island, just to name a few, in the Dominican Republic resort, where he was also constructing his own building just for staff and crew, which is quite nice. He does also do shows in Europe as well as Latin America, the US Hispanic version of Telemundo, I believe that's how you pronounce it, of Love Island, Exaltation, and the Mexican version of Survivor and Exaltation, yeah. His own format. Are produced by a company and filmed there, so that's quite nice. I think he'll make a lot of money in the last 2 years and has through that wanted to buy an English football club. So he does go on to state that Acun will be a good addition to the club's management, as he is a perfectionist, does not want to let anything fall, so of course the club won't fall. But a lot of people also commented on the video saying that Acun has built a lot of his, well, everything that he's got now through like the bottom. He's like just building it, working hard, and he wants to do that with Hull City, which is a very, very nice thing to see. He has got a good starting block as well. We are a Championship club. We have just come off an excellent performance against Everton, which are a Premier League side. So I think that this is very exciting news. Very exciting. But there is a bit more information that I need to tell you. So this is just to rectify a point that I did make in last week's video about Acun, is that he owned some football clubs in the past. Not necessarily true, as a few people have told me that in Turkey, football teams aren't owned by owners per se like they are in England with your lambs and that sort of thing, but they are in fact owned by the fans and like the community that support the club, which I think is brilliant. I wish a few more teams did it, as it's a brilliant thing to do. Not only are you building an excellent fan base, but you're also having the fact of the team that you support is the team that you want. So that's kind of nice as well. But he did have like a bit of an influence on it. So he would help with transfers, because obviously his excellent connections with pretty much everybody in Turkey and all that. So that's how he was influencing some of the football clubs in Turkey. Of course, him being a supporter of Turkish football as well, he was on the actual club side of it, which will help us in the near future with Hull City, as he has got a little bit more experience than what some people think, which is very nice. But let's go on to the final point for this video. And the final point for the video is that Acun will be an excellent manager. A few people have stated that he is football crazy and that he's ready to get his teeth sunk into Hull City, as he has been looking at the club since May last year. So just hope that he can get signed in, most likely before the Stoke game, but definitely before the end of the month for sure, as it's all resting in the hands of the EFL now. So come on EFL, just speed up please. But that's it for this video. Make sure that you do like and subscribe, as I will have a match prediction and also a match day vlog following up for the Stoke game that we do have on Sunday live on Sky Sports at 12 o'clock. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and also make sure you watch the game. Just give our Hull City a bit of support, as it might be a good performance considering on the Everton game. You don't know, you might be interested to see how we line up, of course, because most likely not Josh McGuinness. Could go for that Tom Eves and Tyler Smith partnership again. You'll have to wait for my predictions video to see what I officially think though. So make sure that you do stay tuned for that through the like and the subscribe button. But that's it for this video, and this has been the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel. Goodbye.